during the process of college, I was trying to find out who I want to be or like what I want to become. So that was really hard. But along the way, there was some challenges and ups and downs, but I still move forward because time is ticking and I must move forward as time is moving forward as well.
Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. I am Kalina.
And I'm Tina.
And today we are doing our PS series, of course. And the purpose of the PS series is to have conversations with others about their different and personal experience in their lives. And sadly today, Finola can't make it for our video since she is not feeling good. So hopefully she feels better for our next one. So today we have a friend of mine from college here, Kalia. Kalia, you can.
Hi! Hello everyone! My name is Kalia Yang. Yes, I am Kalina's friend. I'm from college. We met first year freshman, of course. And one fun fact about me is that I can actually move my ears. Should I move? I could move my ears. So I guess I could show it. Oh, I don't know if you can see it, but I would have. It's been a while too, so I try to control it. So I don't know if you can see it.
Oh my gosh, that's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's cool, but it's weird.
Yeah, I can move my ears, but when it comes to my hands, I can't do on my left side, I could do like the pinking down, but the other side, I can't do it. See, it has to be like this. I can't.
Wow.
Yeah, so I can't do like.
I was like,
yeah, you can do it. Yeah.
I can't even do that though. So
this side is harder.
Okay, I'm not the only one.
So Kalia, do you have any hopes and dreams?
Hopes and dreams. I perhaps, if thinking about it, yes, I do have some long-term and short-term dreams. My hope is to be happy every day, living my everyday life, like even being present at the same time. Because sometimes I find myself drifting away. Sometimes, like not focusing the situation, and just sometimes daydream or think during the situation. Which I need to not do that so often and focus the present. And my dream is to at least be happy and just do what I like every day.
Nice.
That's a good dream.
Yeah.
We all dream that.
I like how you said it was like to just be happy. Like, I don't think much people really like they want it, but they don't like dream about it or like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
By happiness, do you mean what kind of happiness do you mean? Like just happiness in general, or like happy with self-love, happy with how situations are, or happy in which ways?
There's many ways. You pointed out some of them too. I really want to like be happy in self-love, but also be happy in situation. I also just not only want me to be happy. I want people that I know I love be happy as well too.
How do you like not like make yourself stay happy, but like how do you like stay happy?
Stay happy.
Yeah.
I try not to think so negative every time. I feel like time is so short. Like as I'm growing old, everyone's growing older. I meant, time is getting shorter and shorter. Because when I was little, I thought I always have a lot of time to kill, to spend. But as I'm older, I have a lot of things to do, and then time are starting to being shorter. So I want to be happy as much as I can during the present time. That's what I really want to do.
So kind of like just living in the moment, enjoying everything. Oh, okay.
That was the word. I did not know how to.
Oh no, it's okay. Wow.
So like what? Oh,
No, go ahead.
Okay. So that's like when you start feeling negative emotions, like what do you do to avoid those kind of emotions?
Something that I avoid, or maybe like if I end up having negative like thoughts or something, avoid. So of course I try to listen music. If that doesn't work, I go somewhere outside of my house and just go have a notebook with me and just write some good thoughts. Just only good thoughts, because if I write negative, I'm gonna start thinking negative. So I had to write good thoughts and take a deep breath. So that's what I like to do while listening to music.
Nice. I remember you mentioned self-love. Can you share a little bit on how you got to where you've accepted self-love? Like, did something happen and you realized that you need to love yourself more, or
Something I realized when I started to realize that how do I say this? Realizing that I like realizing I needed to change my habits. There you go. Like changing my habits of things that is really unhealthy for me. So I try to find self-love. So I try to at least, tell something good but positive. Look in the mirror, tell myself in the mirror that, you look good today. Or I try to at least have good hygiene too. Good hygiene and everything. And be positive. That's what I try to do for self-love. And journaling, definitely telling myself more that I love myself and that I love, like if I was the one looking at the mirror, I'll be like, I love you. Like I say that to myself.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's
I feel
actually
like
really.
that's like really empowering. Like, I mean, there's my mirror right there. Yeah, and I have to agree with you because recently I don't do it often, but I do sometimes, very rarely, look in the mirror and just say, "Wow, you are beautiful. Wow, like your outfit looks so good. You're gonna kill it
Yes.
today." Yeah, so yeah, that's really empowering.
Yeah, that's always, I always try to put something positive, always, because that's really good. Like if it's something really good, why not do it too? So it's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's one thing I really like about Kalia. It's like she's just so positive, and her positivity like radiates so much that it affects everybody else or who surrounds her.
Oh my goodness.
Aw.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I can testify because I can feel the joyfulness and positivity.
Oh.
I know, like I said, like we go to college together, and we're being friends, and like we're like friends. So would you kind of just talk about, I guess, yeah, like your not relationships, but like kind of just your relationships or friendships or just like college in general?
Mhm. Let me see. I guess going to college was like a really hard thing for me to do at the same time, because I feel like I know what I'm doing, but at the same time I don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm afraid if I go to this major, I was like, wait, but what if there's another major that I like? So it was really hard for me to decide. So I think during the process of college, I was trying to find out who I want to be or like what I want to become. So that was really hard. But along the way, there was some challenges and ups and downs, but I still move forward because time is ticking and I must move forward as time is moving forward as well. But I definitely love seeing my friends at school. I feel like they're also, like, even though I may send positivity to everyone, they're also my positivity. Like it's like we're like passing the positivity around like as a cycle, which I think is really awesome. And that's what we need during college, especially when we have finals. Oh yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Yes. Yes,
Mhm.
preach it.
Yeah.
Positivity.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think another thing I really want to work on is trying to connect more with my professor, because sometimes I get like kind of scared, or I'm afraid they might judge me who I am, but I shouldn't think like that. I should just go and see what would happen, because sometimes in their head they don't judge you. They want to be there to help you. So that's what I need to work on, creating a relationship with my professors.
So so what year are you in for college?
Currently, I guess I'll say like I'm like sophomore, junior-ish. I'm in between.
Oh, did you do like PSEO or something?
Oh no, no, I did not. Okay, to answer your question, I did not do PSEO, but my brother suggested me I should do it, but I didn't want to do it. The reason was because I wanted to enjoy my high school year as a high school student before transitioning to a college student.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So you want to build. Yeah, you're in like your sophomore, junior year. Have you built relationships with or friendships with your professors in the past, like in your freshman year?
Like during college or just in high
Yeah,
school?
during college. Yeah.
During college, I feel like I have built one relationship. I say I feel. So one of them is like she's advisory, academic advisory. I really like her, but she wasn't my major advisory, but I still talk to her. And one professor that I talk to a lot that I think she really understands me is my introduction to writing or English. Like I usually talk to her about like assignments or like if she's like about our own lives too. Like I think I have a good connection with her. But it's been a while and I don't know if I have her. I should have asked her contact information, but I never really did. So it's been a while.
Okay.
Yeah. So I thought we had a good relationship or like friendship.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think like one thing about you is that you're so bold and like not I guess outspoken. I don't know if outspoken would be, but like you're just so bold. Like how are you able to kind of be like so bold? Because I know like some people are like really shy, so they don't want to talk to their professors. Like how did you gain the courage to do that?
Sometimes, so for courage, I just don't like some things that might be holding me back is probably like, oh, I'm scared, or like that fear, like what's gonna happen, like, oh, if I talk to them, what's gonna happen next? Is it something bad or something not good or something good, like, or something good? I always try to like that barrier is trying to stop you to go through that, but I just like I say don't think about that, just do it. So I just go with it. That's what I've been doing, breaking that barrier. Yeah, if that's how I could describe it. Yeah.
Wow. So basically just I gotta do it, so I'ma do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nerve-wracking.
It's basically going out your comfort zone. Like I always hear from my colleagues, my friends, my professor, go out your comfort zone. You never know what's ahead of you, opportunities or anything good to open your door.
Wow. I feel like that's like easier said than done because I'm one of the shy people who like never talks in class, never asks questions because I feel like people are gonna think I'm dumb. And like it's just a lot of anxiety on my part, but that is something that I want to try to do, like maybe not have a friendship but just like have like a communicating not really
Like
I don't know,
acquaintance.
like at least we can communicate
Okay.
where I can ask them questions if I were to be confused on assignments. But wow, you have a lot of a lot of courage to do that.
I mean, it is nerve-wracking. I think I can understand where you are coming from because I am quite shy too. But I don't know, I just tend to, I don't know, I would say like outgoing, but like I just like I have to do it, or like or if you never know, like you could be building a good relationship too. Like it's just like I never know. So I try not to think ahead of me or think of conclusions. I just go with it.
Because I know like one thing is that you're like super outgoing and like super like I don't extroverted. Because like even if we're like sitting in the library and like you just see somebody from your class, you're like already waving at them, and I'm like, girl, how do you do that?
It's people I know. Of course I would say hi. Like I think it's really shady if you don't say hi. Like even though they don't know you or they don't see you, I still say hi because you never know. Like with hi with a smile, that may even make the day randomly. So I think that's good. Because I think I'm inspired by, I think let's say well, if I try to remember in kindergarten, I believe I think I was like by myself or something, but my teacher, she just came to me and say hi to me with a smile. I think that brightened my day. I think that left an impact on me, or like no, and a good influence, or I think it's the right word. Yeah. So I want to pass that around with people too. If even though it might not cross their mind, I think it's a good thing for them.
I agree, but for me, I'm scared I'm gonna be rejected and be like, "Hi," and they're like, "Do I know you? Like, what's going on?" Because that has happened to me before, and I'm like, "Okay, I won't say hi anymore. I won't talk to anybody. I have disappeared."
Aw. I think for me, I just don't tend to let that I let that bother me. I say it's just something. It's okay. It could I could just shrug it off. It's okay.
Mm.
It's fine. Like I don't need that to hold me back who I am. So I just shrug it. I said let's keep going forward. Like let that just keep going forward. Don't mind about that
Oh
small
my
little
gosh. I just see you going like this and they reject you and you're just like, have a nice day.
That
Oh
is
my gosh.
Yeah. I think I have those before. One of the I mean, I did have like a bad experience too. Like so it was in kindergarten. I always hang out with my classmates, right? And then fast forward 4 years later, I met my classmate again in a store, and I say hi to that classmate. I was like, "Oh my goodness, do you remember me?" And that classmate was like, "I'm sorry, but who are you?" I was like, "Oh my god!" That's when like myself have shattered a little bit. But we hung out so much when we were in kindergarten. How you not remember me? But that classmate just went along and held their mother's hand and just left me there. So I was like, oh well, that just happened. So that kind of showed me like maybe people just don't remember you sometimes, or if those people maybe they're not meant to be like in your life too. So people go too. People stay and go. That's how I just kind of live with it too. Yeah, yeah.
I'm just so shocked in how positive and courageous and gutsy you are. I don't think I've ever met anyone like you. I mean, I have, but I feel like they're not as humble as you are.
Oh, okay.
So I know, like Kalia, you've done a couple of leadership positions. Like,
Oh yeah.
how do you like reflect? Because since you're so positive, like, how do you use that positivity when you are in your leadership positions that you have had?
How the positive leadership. I guess how I have that positivity. I kind of slowly want to share it with everyone in the one room or like with whoever I know. How I share it is just probably talk about something positive. I think that's something simple you have to start with first. Yeah, and just go out from there. Like go out with the flow of the conversation. Yeah, so that's how I kind of slowly pass my positive with my leadership.
What were the leadership roles? Like, were they at school or in just the community? Or I don't know if you're
Uh,
religious or like at church or, yeah.
I feel like at school was the most that had opportunities for me to have a leadership skill. So I don't do much at home, but when I go to school, they give me opportunities. So I'd say the most memorable leadership role I ever had was beginning my sophomore year, which Kalina, we worked together to yes, we worked together to with helping with the club at school and then trying to empower other students around in our campus. To be specific, both of us we were in a group called oh hold on, how can I wait.
You can say like a woman empowerment.
Yeah, woman of empowerment. There you go. How can I not? Oh my god. There's the word empowerment, but it just did not whoosh out of my head. So okay, yes, womanhood of empowerment. So we were trying to pass the love and try to talk about society topics that's happening every day.
Could you share something that you guys have done or discussed in that leadership club thing that you did at school?
There was one that really shocked me was stereotypes. That one was really, I feel like that's something was really important or the society or in general the world talk about. Because sometimes I don't even know what a stereotype means until like it affects me. So I thought it was really important that as a leader and talking to their fellow committee together as a whole. So I think a stereotype was a really important topic to talk about among with the community.
What kind of stereotypes were they? Like unfair payment between men and women, or what kind of stereotypes did you learn?
Oh,
Learn?
yes,
Learn.
gender stereotypes that a lady should be who she is on the side, like on this side, like a lady should act this certain way, and then for a male, he should act this certain way. Like it's like a I guess say like a model of a person should be, and but not everyone fits in that, and just looking about a person, you should be judging them who they are. You should get to know them more.
So, Kalia, since you're in between of your junior and sophomore year, do you like have a major that you've decided you wanted to go into?
Yes, in fact I do. I do have I'm majoring in communication studies because I think that communicating positive, passing on the positive communication, I think that's really good because sometimes when things, when you're uploaded a lot, when things are loaded on your shoulders, you probably need something positive. So I want to be a communications major with a minor in home studies. The reason why I want to minor in home study as well is because, of course, I'm home. I want to explore. It's for my own personal thing too. I want to explore more of my ethnicity and who it is. Like I grew up with home, but like I just never know what's the reason behind of our traditional things we do or our religion. Like, oh, it's never and what we do, and I want to explore more into that and understand us more of our ethnicity.
Like, can you, if you remember anything, like what are some things that you've learned? Because I know like Tina and I, we don't do a lot of like the Hmong traditions because we're Christians, and so like we don't really know like what those traditions are and like how they work. So like from your knowledge, can you explain what they are if you know?
Yeah, I think which shook me the most that I did not know until I took my home classes was that we had 3 leaders, and in our home density we were one of this group with this one leader. So one is Juan T, Yang T, and the one with the like believe that was we're the Hmong followers of this leader or king was Chi. So I did not know Chiu. So Chiu is basically our grand or ancestor grandfather, basically. So we came from him down into where we are today. So I did not know that. I thought that was really interesting, and that's more in the history. But I thought that was just interesting. Yeah.
So that's why all Hmong people are related. And like we have so many kids, like whenever we like reproduce, like there's like a lot of kids.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
Wow,
gotta keep our
that's
circle.
interesting.
Yeah. So I thought that was just something that I remember at the top of my head, and that I'll probably remember forever.
Do you want to, so you said you wanted to learn more about the Hmong traditions and culture. Do you say that because you want to, or like you say you want to understand it, but like, do you want to understand it to improve, to keep the traditions going, or just because you're genuinely curious, or to see if it's worth keeping the traditions or whatnot?
I'm actually genuinely curious. That's number one for sure. And number two, I want to keep the culture going too, because I think as time by that especially my niece and nephew that they're starting to like lose their Hmong language. Like they can't speak it, but they understand it. And everywhere I go, like I want to see if the younger generation, if they still know how to speak their own language. But majority they don't, because living on the environment they live in, it's like they have to use what is more useful. So for example, if I live in like if I live in a place where it speaks a lot of Hmong, of course I'm going to use a lot of Hmong. But because we live in the U.S., we have to use more English. So I feel like English overpowers, and we would need to use that more because as a resource. So that's probably why a lot of younger generation probably can't speak Hmong as much. So that's something I'm really worried about. I don't want us to lose. Like I just don't want our religion to our ethnicity or our culture just to go away like it was nothing. I wanted to make sure that it's known to the world.
Yeah. I think that's really cool that you want to keep like the language and the culture alive, because like not a lot of people know that like our people were in war, and that's why it was called the Secret War or the Vietnam War. And a lot of people were like, what's Hmong? Who's the Hmong? Like, what's the Secret War? And like, it's why it's secret, like you guys don't know. And like this was actually like a huge part of history, and like we don't even talk about it. We don't talk enough about Black people. We don't talk a lot about Latinos. We don't talk a lot about Asians. And so like that's why you're uneducated, because we don't talk about this in school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I also remember when I was in elementary, I didn't know how to count to 20 in Hmong, so I was like, oh, 20 to 10, so it's just go. It's 10,
I mean,
10.
that's the way to go.
It was close enough.
Credit to you.
Wait, so Kalia, you talk about like kind of wanting to preserve like the Hmong language. So does that mean you are fluent in Hmong?
Yeah, you just I guess I would say yes. I'll say yes because at home my parents only know Hmong, but they do understand slight English. So so again, going with the environment, with my parents, I speak more Hmong to them because they understand Hmong. But if I were to go to college, or like if I go outside of my house, then I had to use English because I don't think they would know Hmong. So I use English outside the house. Inside the house, I use Hmong.
What's your dialect?
My dialect. I guess dialect. What I learned in class, there's two dialects. So there's a white Hmong and a green/blue Hmong. That's what I learned in class. But I am white Hmong. Because yes, but I'd say I'm white Hmong. I use more white Hmong since my dad's white Hmong, but my mom is green Hmong. But since my dad is my dad, we have to use white Hmong. But it's up to the children if they're willing to learn two dialects.
Have you like learned both dialects, or you've only like kind of picked up the white Hmong dialect?
I'm more fluent in white Hmong dialect, but since I'm a little bit curious for my mom, I want to learn a little bit of green dialect, but I'm not really good at it because there's a certain accent, or like it's a certain tongue use that you have to use for green Hmong, so it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Hmong green.
Oh, nice.
But yeah.
I always thought that green, like Hmong green, or like the Hmong green dialect is always it's really beautiful in a way. I think it's really beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, like the way it sounds. I think it sounds really nice. It's nice to hear or nice to listen to, which I really like. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot like where I've heard it, but somebody was talking about like the Hmong dialects, and they're saying like how like the Hmong green dialect was like very like flowy, something like very flowy and like really nice to the ears, while like white is a little bit more rigid, something like that.
That's what I heard too. Like Hmong white is like harsher. Like when you speak, it sounds harsh, but it's not. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the rigid thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it could fit in both ways too. Like for if I'm like white Hmong, it'd be really kind of hard for me to, since I grew up white Hmong, it would be hard for me to transition to understand green Hmong, try to speak it. As for if you were to be green Hmong green, you would try to understand white Hmong too. Like both ways, still the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you try to understand both, like trying to learn new thing. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah. I know that there's a third dialect, Hmong Black.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how they speak. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's similar, but like I wonder how their dialect sounds.
Yeah. I haven't met them yet, and I haven't have a chance to talk to any of them. So maybe on the long way, maybe if I get to meet them, it would be awesome.
I've met some of them when I went to Vietnam, because we went to Where that's where like a lot of where they're at. But then like because they knew English, so like and I didn't know Malone, so I don't really remember how they sound like or like what like distinct like what's their like distinct intonation or whatnot.
Oh, would be nice what they sound like. But honestly, if they have any anything on, I mean, I guess we could probably search it up to see what the audio sounds like
Oh,
the
that's
voice
true.
would be awesome too. But it'd be so nice to have the experience and hear them presently too. So that's another good thing.
Have you like ever thought about visiting like Laos or like Thailand where like
Yes,
a lot of the Hmong people are?
yes, I actually wanted it to. That's one of my long-term goals. I really want to. Like if my school, like my college allows me, they give an opportunity, I'll probably take it. I probably would like to try it out.
Kalia, do you have like anything that you're extremely passionate about?
That's a really good question.
Other than positivity, other than keeping the Hmong culture alive, other than
I something I'm really passionate about. Actually, I I am quite fond of writing, even though my writing skills are not really that good. I recently been writing I wrote. Okay, it was so weird. Like I look at my class, my own shelf, and it's been quite like I wrote a story. Like I started a story when I was a freshman year of high school, but like I put that away. I just never went back into it. And then fast forward now, 6 years passed. I went back and read it. Go, oh my goodness, I never finished writing this story. I must finish it. So I'm starting right now. I'm continuing to finish that story. So like writing creative story is what I really like.
Girl, you're talking to two English majors right now.
yeah, English majors. I was like, she's writing creative writing.
I was like, oh, dude, you should share that with us one day.
One day, definitely.
Yeah.
I will.
And if you need help editing, we're here.
Yes. I have already shared to my niece and nephews, so they're the first. They're my first audience.
Oh, that's good.
What can you like give us like what it kind of is about, or are you like too shy to share?
I could say a little bit, but I won't spoil so much. So I was inspired. It was right after freshman year. I was inspired from watching this anime. This anime was like years back, like in 1996 or 2000s.
Oh.
But I watched it. So I watched it during my freshman year because I was bored and I'm trying to pass time. So I looked it up on YouTube, and it's all on YouTube too. So I watched it on YouTube. It's called I think if I pronounce it right, it's Fushiki Yuki. So yeah, so that story was about a I guess high school girl. She I guess she was not really into school until she went to the library and she found a really ancient book. And all of a sudden, when she opened it, and she ended up flying into that story. So it transited into that story. She became into that world, and that world was back in ancient time. I think in Japan, yeah. So that was interesting. So I was inspired by the anime. So I wrote my own story kind of, but using some. So my story was inspired by the anime a little bit. But it's not entirely from there. But yes, inspired a little bit from there. So I decided to write my own story. So my story, I have one main character. Her name is Kashi Naigo. I don't know. I just came up with that. Kashi Naigo. She is an adventure. It's an adventurous genre. So since I love adventurous stuff, so she's very adventurous. But because of her family is in danger, she has to go find these golden bracelets that are in the east side mountain. Yep, and along the journey, she has some ups and downs, and she met some people along the way too, which plays a really important part in the story.
Does she get a relationship?
I don't know. I should let you guys find out about it. Oh yes, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's. I hope she falls in love with one of the person, whoever's in that group. That she falls in love with one of them.
you can make a good prediction. Prediction. Yes. I say yes. She ended up having a relationship, but that didn't really overpower her adventure because I wanted to focus more on adventure. But her relationship was on the side. Like it's her boost to help her keep going forward.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best. That's the best.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. But that anime, it sounds similar to a Korean drama that I know.
Yep. I think I know what you're talking about.
Like it was called W, right? Or something?
Oh.
I think, yeah, because in that drama, like this main girl, her dad wrote comic books, but then like his comics became real life and you get sucked into it.
Yeah. I remember that drama.
Yes. Yeah, I actually watched that drama, but I just never really finished it because I didn't want to buy the Biki pass or the pass to buy. Of course, the site I was watching is Biki. I didn't want to buy the pass, so I have to wait, and then over time I forgot about it.
Yeah. Vicky is overpriced because you can still pay, but like you won't have access to all of the videos. So you need to pay for like the pro, like the more expensive one where you can have access to everything, and there's no ads, and you'll have like all the options, all the episodes ready. Like that's stupid. I'm not gonna pay that much just to watch.
Especially
But if
when
someone
in college.
Yeah.
And we're trying to save money.
Yes. Which is why I am borrowing my sister's account.
No worries.
I'm making her money's worth it.
Yeah. I'm currently borrowing my Disney Plus with my brothers and them, so I understand.
Oh my gosh, yes, Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But another you actually didn't think about W. I totally forgot about that. The K-drama I was thinking about was Scarlet Rio.
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah, because she went back in time. Got it.
Yeah.
Bro, that drama got me wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
I actually haven't seen the drama, but I've seen clips of it.
Girl, you need to watch it. It is so good. Although towards the end it was like, wait, what? What just happened?
Yeah.
But it's so good.
I kind of know what happened already.
Oh my gosh, you ruined it for yourself.
Yeah, because I'm not really into really, really long like story drama.
But
like
it's only 16 episodes.
Oh shoot! I didn't realize it. Oh, at least I thought it felt long.
Oh my gosh! I mean, like the average drama is like 16 episodes.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I feel like I kind of destroyed it for myself. So I don't know if I still want to watch it. I probably would when I feel bored or something.
You should.
I recommend it. It's good. You'll cry a lot.
Yeah, I know the ending.
Oh my god! Never mind. Don't watch it. Don't watch it because you already spoiled it for yourself.
Yeah, I know the ending, but I also agree with fans that there should be a second season. I also rooting with them too, so it's understandable. I mean, I'm fitting with the circle.
It looked like they were gonna film a second season because of the clips that they released. Like, okay, so where is it? Where's season 2?
Hopefully, I mean, I feel like those might be fan made. It could be fan made too, but I actually haven't seen clips of it. Actually, surprisingly.
Yeah, I don't think it was fan made because IU, the main girl, like she posted it on her Instagram. So, but I don't know. It hasn't come. I don't think it will.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, because the thing it involves with a lot of time and money, and you will have to create the story too. Yeah. Hey, talking about it, we're so creative. We should come up with this.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I am like more into script writing, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Script writing. Script writing. That's nice. When I first heard about script writing, the first thing that popped in my head was writing a script for like the news or something.
For the news.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, wait, that's interesting. I mean, you never know. People like doing that, so I'm not even gonna say anything. But I thought it was that.
That's
But
true.
now-
But that's more like cue cards rather than a
Yeah.
script.
Yeah. You guys. Okay, got it. Okay, now I understand it more. I just need to educate myself more. Yeah. Okay.
We all learning too.
Yeah.
All
So-
in together.
All right, guys. I think that's all the time we have with Kalia. Thank you again for coming on and talking with us, Kalia. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and push that notification bell to know when we upload, which is every Sunday. Don't forget to follow our Instagram and Facebook, which the links will be linked down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.